Hi Taurus, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings, Towering from Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your June 2018 reading. So this is your general reading. You've got a love and romance reading coming up, and that will deal with both couples and singles. So if you'd like to check that out, it should be sitting right next door. You've also got your live spread that was put up a couple of weeks ago also. Check that out if you want to do that. Covers sort of between the month of June 2017 to December 2018. I'm looking at the 5 areas of your life and what could be coming in during that time. So for your general reading for June, we're using the Angel Answers Oracle deck for your advice card. And I'm at a friend's at the minute in Kent. And today I went to Canterbury, lovely little town in England, and I found a lovely spiritual shop, and I got this white tarot. So it's the Rider-Waite, it's based on the Rider-Waite, same pictures but just with a white background. It's lovely. So we're going to be using that for your main reading. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have a look at what the advice is. So I do the advice card first because I like to see how it all fits in at the end of the reading. So, Universe Spirit, what is the advice you have for Taurus in the month of June 2018? What's the advice that you have for Taurus in the month of June 2018? Show me. The advice is that there is no need to worry, okay? So that's your advice card for the month. If you've got any worries about anything, it doesn't matter how the month turns out for you, Taurus, there is no need to worry, okay? Because everything will happen. I just pulled another card off the top. Everything is going to happen in perfect timing. So let's have a look at the situation around. I'm going to shuffle the cards now and see what's coming in for Taurus in the month of June 2018. Universe Spirit, what are the energies around Taurus in the month of June 2018? What are the energies around Taurus in the month of June 2018? Show me what's coming in for Taurus. What are the messages you have for Taurus in the month of June 2018? What are the messages that you have for Taurus coming in around June 2018? What will the month be like for Taurus in June 2018? What's the month going to be like for Taurus in the month of June 2018? Just showing what's happening around Taurus in the month of June 2018. Show me what's coming in for Taurus in the month of June 2018. What's happening around Taurus in the month of June 2018. Show me what you can see coming in for Taurus in the month of June 2018. Show me. Alright, so we've shuffled the cards, Taurus. We're going to split the deck into 3 like so. And we're going to collect that back up like so. And yeah, let's have a look what's going on around you. So I'm just going to lay the cards out. Alright. So right. Okay, that's interesting. Well, I mean, you know, you do have some interesting major cards around you. You've got about 3 major cards out of 10 so far in the reading, Taurus. And I think that, judging by what I can see on the reading, not everything is going to come together for you by the end of June 2018. And this is why I think that the universe was saying, you know, no need to worry because everything is going to happen for you in perfect timing. Okay, so right now you guys are showing us the world. And if you are the world, I think that you have come to a place of completion in your life. And I think that you have. I think that with the world energy showing up as being the card that suggests great success, great achievement. With this card, because it's the last card in the Major Arcana, it also represents when there has been the completion of a cycle in one's life, the completion of a lesson in one's life, and now it's time to move on to something else. So I think that really you guys are probably at the end of a particular period within your life now. The reason that everything is happening is because of the Tower. So I feel that there is probably a very unstable foundation that some of you guys have been experiencing with this Tower energy. It could be an argument, for example, with the Tower energy showing up here as well. But this is really, for me, the reason that everything is happening is because something has to go. Because that's what the Tower is. It represents when there is an unstable foundation in a person's life. And what has to happen now is that this foundation has to fall. It has to it has to crumble, it has to fall down in order for you to build anew. And I think that you have gone through, probably the root issue is all about maybe something quite turbulent that you guys have experienced with this Tower energy. Whilst the world brings situations to a successful end game, successful completion, new cycles, the Tower works with the themes of things being unstable in a human being's life, but there has to be some form of a release. There has to be, with the Tower card, an ending, and sometimes that ending will come back, can come around quite violently, or it can feel quite turbulent or chaotic when we're going through it. And I think the root issue for you guys right now is that there is a energy that says that things haven't been stable, and some of you guys have been going, because this is the root cause of why everything is happening. So there's been a, you know, there might have been a huge chaotic episode that has happened for some of you guys, and in the recent past you've experienced the Eight of Wands. So I think that from this turbulence, from this chaos that has happened for some of you guys, there have been some rapid changes that even some of you guys weren't expecting with that Eight of Wands, because your challenge is the Knight of Swords in the reverse. And the Knight of Swords reverse means that there's stagnation. The Knights in tarot often mean changes. I mean, it could be a Gemini person, but, you know, the challenge with the Knight of Swords, if it's a person, then this person's taking their time. Things aren't moving forward with the Knight of Swords energy. But I think the challenge being the Knight of Swords energy is that things, probably with the Knight of Swords energy, it might be that you are the, I mean, you don't have to be a Gemini to be the Knight of Swords. Taurus, it can simply be that, and it depends on what this reversal means. What I mean by that is that with reversals you have 3 or 4 different types of reversals. One type of reversal is called a protection reversal, and that protection reversal is where the universe is putting obstacles in your way because it's not time for things to happen. Another type of reversal is a blockage reversal, and that blockage reversal is where you're stopping yourself from moving forward. You're putting up major blocks in your way so you don't have to do something. The mirror reversal is where it's just a reversal. It's just what is happening. It's just the reversed theme of the card, you know. So in the upright, this is all about information, and it's all about rushing towards goals, and it's all about fast-moving changes. When you get this Knight of Swords, it's about new things coming into your life when you get the Knight of Swords. But reverse, it might be that there are delays with that Knight of Swords, or things aren't happening fast enough with the Knight of Swords, or delayed information with the Knight of Swords energy. And it might be that the problem is something, I think just judging by the cards where you are, showing as the world reverse, you're ready to start a new cycle. Something's come in your life to a period of completion now. So you're showing is ready to move forward with this world in the upright, because the root issue is about, there's been an unstable foundation. There might have been some turbulence in your life where this turbulence has brought in a great deal of many changes with that Eight of Wands very quickly. Your challenge is the Knight of Swords in the reverse in the month of June 2018. It might be that with the Knight of Swords there is a certain delay to things developing here, maybe with this Knight of Swords in the reverse, and as a result of that the energy around you will be the Ace of Swords in the reverse, and the Ace of Swords in the reverse means stagnation again. The Ace of Swords in the upright is all about a new plan. The focus is on a new plan. But in the reverse, it might be that that new plan is going to take time to form itself. That new plan is going to take time to come into being. It might be that you're not able to form or start acting on new plans. But I think it's as a result, really, of that Knight of Swords energy being reversed. However, the root issue is all about the Tower. Now, the root issue is distant past, or things that have been happening in the distant past that have led up to this very point in your life. So if the root issue is all about turbulence and chaos with the Tower, and perhaps uprooting oneself, or perhaps there's been a situation that has really caused a great deal of upheaval, so the root issue could be about there being some upheaval. But I feel that as a result of that, well, the energy around you in the month of June 2018 is with the Ace of Swords being reversed. It might be that this upheaval leading up to the present day, it might be with the Ace of Swords, what you're experiencing as a result of that upheaval is the inability to form some form of a new plan. And that inability to form the new plan, I think, or to move forward in terms of developing new ideas from this, has to be the Knight of Swords reversed. And that has to be maybe some information hasn't come through with the Knight of Swords in the reverse. I think that this is more, I would just call this a simple reversal, a mirror reversal rather than, I don't think that this is you blocking, because you're showing us the world in the upright. So you're showing us being ready for change now. You've completed a particular path within your life. So this can't be you blocking yourself with the Knight of Swords. It must be a mirror reversal where this is a case of, maybe there's been some, some information that hasn't come through with the Knight of Swords being in the reverse here, which is why you can't start making plans with that Ace of Swords in the reverse. The most likely outcome I see with the Nine of Wands is you guys waiting. Okay, because the Nine of Wands is often about waiting. When you get the Nine of Wands, this is somebody who is anticipating something coming through. So I think that you guys are going to be waiting and you're going to be anticipating this change. And also nines represent you're nearing the period of completion. So you're nearly there with that Knight of Wands. It's just about you guys holding out, standing steadfast in your belief. You do have the problem with forming some form of a new plan here in the month of June 2018. But with the Nine of Wands, the Wands are all about energy. And the energy with the Nine of Wands is really saying, I'm ready to go. I'm just waiting for the green light. So I see that you guys, really the most likely outcome is you waiting for the green light to happen. But it's all because of this Knight of Swords. I think some information hasn't come through to you about this situation. And in the immediate future, though, you do have victory. You've got the Six of Wands energy, victory and success. Influence is coming in, though, again, is the Seven of Coins. So even though I see a breakthrough happening with that Six of Wands, I do see with the Seven of Coins energy, this is all about you guys, again, waiting, okay? So the Seven of Coins can be waiting to see what the results are. So I see that there's success coming in the immediate future. So you've got some breakthrough, but again, I think it's waiting for that breakthrough with the Seven of Coins to start to show the results of what that is. So things coming to a period of completion again with that Seven of Coins. Your hopes are the Empress, and the Empress is really, the hope of the Empress is to be comfortable, is to be content, is to be prosperous, is to be abundant. But the outcome, the overall outcome is the Nine of Cups in the reverse. So the Nine of Cups in the reverse can often mean the lack of achievement, the lack of success, the lack of a dream being manifested in the month of June 2018. But I don't think you should worry about that too much, because things are on their way and you do have a breakthrough coming in with this Six of Wands. I'm just seeing a lot of waiting around for something to happen here, Taurus, in the month of June 2018. We're going to get some clarifiers on the go here. So why is it that Taurus is showing us the world in the upright? Why is Taurus... it flicked out, but I'm not sure which way it actually flicked out. I'm going to pull this again because I'm not sure what way that flicked out. I don't want to pick the wrong one. Why is Taurus showing us being the world in the upright? Why is Taurus showing us being the world in the upright? Well, there we go, the Magician. So this is all about being ready to start manifesting new ideas. So when you know, it's so interesting. You've got the world really, the Magician really, which we could see probably, well, it's the number one. It's number one in the Tower, in the Majors. So this Magician is all about using our ideas to manifest new things into our realities. So you guys have ideas that you're at this point what you're trying to manifest. So you've come to the end of a period that successfully completed a particular cycle point of your life. You're ready to move forward because you're the Magician. And the Magician is talking about, well, I have ideas. You know, I've got this, I've visualized a new path that I want to move towards. And what I want to do now is start acting on those ideas. The ideas are here. Can you see how the Magician holds his hand up there, Taurus? And the ideas that it's a conduit between heaven and earth. So in the sky, what we tend to do when we want to do something, we've got an idea, and what this Magician is looking to do with his hand pointing down is take the ideas that he's manifesting up in the air and bring it into his reality. So you guys have reached the ending of a cycle because you're looking to manifest and you're looking to work towards building some form of a new path here with the Magician energy. Now, the reason for that, the root issue, the reason why everything is happening this way in the month of June 2018, Taurus, is because of the Tower. And why is the Tower the root issue for why everything is happening for Taurus in the month of June 2018? Well, the Three of Swords in the reverse. So I feel that the reason that everything is happening is, and it's a good one really, because the Three of Swords in the reverse means healing. So I think the root issue with this Tower energy is that there has been I think that there has been some, I mean, I wouldn't call this chaos, because it's not the Three of Swords in the upright. So, you know, if I get another kind of negative card, and this can be negative, the Tower, but it's not always a negative card at all. So I see this as you guys breaking free. I think this is more an internal card rather than, and you can always see by the actual card that shows next to it whether this is an internal or an external thing, because that's what the tarot is. The tarot is as much an internal journey as it is an external one. And you can have with the Tower card where you have an awakening, when you're breaking free. You can use words like breaking free with the Tower. And these two people are breaking free from the Tower. They're breaking free from a very unstable, unsteady foundation. So this is all about breaking free, probably from something that has been quite restrictive, or something that didn't have the chance to become stable in the future. And this is really the unstable foundation card. So I think that the root issue is all of you guys are breaking free and healing with the Three of Swords in the reverse, because you're healing. The Three of Swords in the reverse is all about healing. It's all about finding a way to make a truce with others and also within the self. But often I read the Three of Swords in the reverse as just a healing card. If there are other people around the situation, you're making a truce. But I think that you guys are breaking free and healing with this Three of Swords in the reverse. And that's why you guys in the month of June 2018, Taurus, are showing us completing now there's been a successful completion for you guys. You've completed a cycle within your life. You've probably learned some form of a lesson, and you are ready with this Magician energy to start manifesting a new reality for yourselves. Now, in the recent past, you've experienced the Eight of Wands. And why has Taurus experienced the Eight of Wands in the recent past? Because of the Magician. Sorry, not Magician, the Hierophant. So I think that you have experienced being released with this Eight of Wands. I would call this, I think that this is a very spiritual reading, Taurus, because the Hierophant is all about spirituality. So sometimes this deals with the idea about our beliefs. And the Eight of Wands is also a spiritual card. So the Eight of Wands can show when you are developing, you're growing. It might be some of you guys have experienced rapid growth in terms of a belief, a new belief system. I think that this is more about rapid growth in terms of a belief system with the Hierophant energy. And actually, you are the Hierophant, because Taurus is the Hierophant card. So your major card, Taurus, is the Hierophant. So I think that you have experienced rapid growth in terms of your own belief system. It might be your belief in terms of God. It might be your belief in terms of angels, in terms of your faith. But I think that you have experienced rapid growth in terms of your beliefs, because I think that the root issue is all about you guys with this Tower energy who have finally broken the mold. You're finally, with this Tower energy, being able to escape what you would call probably a burning building, because what you've done with the Three of Swords in the reverse, you've able to heal yourself. And as a result of that, I think that this has given some of you guys real strength, and that strength has come by in the recent past by you guys starting to rapidly grow. You've found your spirit growing, you found your belief system growing with this Hierophant energy, and I'm seeing rapid growth with the Eight of Wands in terms of your own beliefs, because you are the Hierophant. So this is all about what you believe in. But that belief has come as a result of you guys being able to break away. Break away, I think, from a situation that was really taking you down with that Tower in the upright showing here. And what that's done is it's helped you to heal. So some of you guys might have even broken away from a situation, and it's allowed you with the Three of Swords in the reverse to heal. But we asked why you've experienced the Tower, and it's because of the Three of Swords. So you've experienced with the Tower energy some form of awakening as well. And that awakening has come about because it needed to happen, and it needed to happen because it needed to heal you with the Three of Swords in the reverse. So I think that some of you guys the root issue is all about you guys breaking away with this Tower energy. Breaking away, escaping, releasing yourself with the Tower energy from a burning building. That burning building would have been going on in some of you guys for an awful long time, because with the Three of Swords in the reverse, it's saying it's all about your own healing. So you're breaking the mold. You're able to release, I think, with the Tower and the Three of Swords, something that had kept you quite bound for quite some time. And I'm seeing a lot of release here, and it's giving you this strength with this Eight of Wands showing here, the strength to believe in yourselves, because what you've done with that Eight of Wands, you've seen rapid growth in terms of your own belief, in terms of your own strength, in terms of your own power with that Hierophant energy. So your own beliefs as well with the Hierophant are, I could do it. I knew all the time that I could heal from this and move forward. Your challenge, though, is the Knight of Swords in the reverse. So now I think that this might be actually a blockage card to a certain extent. Why is the Knight of Swords the challenge for Taurus in the month of June 2018? Show me. Okay, so I think it's now not a mirror blockage. I think it's actually a block. It's a mirror reversal. I think it's a blockage reversal. Your challenge is that you guys aren't moving forward enough, because I still feel that you're at a crossroads in terms of where you're going and what you're doing with the Two of Wands showing here. Two of Wands can be somebody who is at a crossroads in their life, and I think that the challenge is that you're not moving forward with the Knight of Swords quickly enough. You might be a little bit trepidatious, you might be fearful. Knight of Swords in the reverse can show somebody's got some blocked ideas, and it might be that your challenge is that you are blocked. You've got blocked ideas because in terms of what direction you need to take. So I think your challenge is you've got blocked ideas in terms of what direction you need to take with the Two of Wands. And this is why the energy around you will be the Ace of Swords, not forming this new plan. And why is the energy around there for Taurus in the month of June 2018, the Ace of Swords in the reverse? Well, it's to do with the new ideas, because you've got an Ace of Wands in the upright and an Ace of Swords in the reverse. So therefore the energy around you is you guys are not initiating new plans in terms of this new idea that you've got with the Ace of Wands showing there, because the Ace of Wands is all about new ideas, new passions, and the Ace of Swords is the Ace of Wands is all about new passions, new directions, new job, new creativity, and this is all about your ideas, forming plans. So some of you guys are not working hard enough. You're actually not actioning a new plan in terms of an idea that you've got here, because your challenge is that you've got some mental blockages around what direction you need to take, and therefore the most likely outcome will be the Nine of Wands. And why is the most likely outcome going to be the Nine of Wands for Taurus? Well, I certainly feel whenever I see the Nine of Wands, you see here, whenever I see a card in front of the Nine of Wands, I read this as somebody who's being very cautious of what's in front of them. So if I were to read this in front of this being the Nine of Wands looking towards the Two of Coins in reverse, he'd be very, very cautious about dropping something, about giving something up or sacrificing something. I think that because it shows behind, you're trying to protect the Two of Cups and Two of Coins, in the reverse. Now, the Two of Coins in the reverse is about dropping a burden. So I think that this is all about you doing the right thing. I think the most likely outcome is that you guys are simply being very, 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 could I call it cautious? Maybe I could still call it cautious, but I think that you're very protective. You're trying to guard, you're trying to protect the Two of Coins in the reverse. And Two of Coins is about dropping a burden, but you're trying to protect yourself from maybe doing the wrong thing, if that makes any sense to you, because you're trying to protect this Two of Coins in the reverse, and that is the letting go of one thing over the other, giving one thing up over something else. And I think that you are, in a way, with looking at these two cards, being that Two of Coins is behind this Nine of Wands guy, it's almost like you're trying to protect yourself, if that makes any sense, from putting one thing over the other, if that makes any sense to you. And I think it's because the challenge for you is mental blockages. I think there's confusion. I think this is what it's showing me for Taurus. I think that you've got mental blockages with that Knight of Swords in terms of the direction that you need to take, and therefore the most likely outcome is you are trying to protect this Two of Coins in the reverse. You're trying to protect yourself, but you're trying to protect the Two of Coins in the reverse. It's an interesting concept, because I always look at what he's closest to, and he stands guard more than anything over whatever is next door to this. So if it's closer to him, it's almost like he's standing guard to it, you know. See, in the upright, this card's all about juggling. So to me, this is somebody who would be trying to juggle everything. They'd be trying to keep that juggling going. They'd think that they could do everything. They're trying to protect juggling what they're doing. So they're trying to protect their responsibilities, or, you know, if you've got two jobs, you're trying to keep the two jobs going with those two cards there. But the Two of Coins in the reverse is all about dropping one of these responsibilities. Okay, and it's almost like you're trying to guard yourself, or you're trying to guard or keep hold of. I don't know how to explain this this combination, it makes sense, but then it doesn't make sense, because you're trying to protect yourself, but this is trying to protect something external to you. That Two of Coins, I think, is external to you, Taurus, because I see you guys trying to give one thing up over the other. I think that you're very close to it. I think I'm going to read it like that. I think you're very close to giving one thing up over the other. Because I can't read that as protection. It doesn't make sense to me to read like that. So I think that you're very close. I think with this Nine of Wands showing here, because if this is here, then he's very cautious of giving one thing over the other as I read those cards, because he's looking, you know, he's looking very suspiciously over at this. So this shows him to be very cautious when he's standing so far away. So I would have read that as you probably being very cautious over giving one thing over the other. But I think that really what I need to do is read this as you being very protective of. So I think that you're actually very close to. I think you're very close to giving one. So the most likely outcome will be that you'll be very close to giving one thing up over the other. You're nearly there. I mean, I think, you know, looking at the root issue, the Tower energy is the reason why everything is happening. So this is all about disbursement. It's all about you guys releasing something within your life as a way to heal a situation with the Three of Swords in the reverse. Perhaps heal yourself. Perhaps heal a problem with others with the Three of Swords in the reverse. So I think that this is all about, for some of you guys, it's about leaving a place maybe with that Tower energy. I don't think it's all internal. I think for some of you it might be leaving with the Tower energy. But I think this is you guys kind of releasing yourself from a tower. This is something that perhaps kept you very restricted, but at some point it had to go. And I think it's as a way to heal a problem. It could be with others, but you're as a result of that, the energy is that you don't start working on this new idea, because you don't start putting into action the plan of pursuing a new idea here. And the most likely outcome will be that you will nevertheless be very close to giving something up that you need to give up, giving up a burden here. So you're giving one thing up in order to sacrifice, in order to, you know, bring something back into balance with the Two of Coins. So I think that the most likely outcome is that you're going to give this thing up. You definitely are very close to giving something up in your life in June 2018, because in the recent past, some of you guys have seen rapid growth in what you believe, with the Hierophant energy showing here. But your challenge is that you are blocked in terms of which direction you need to take. So the Knight of Swords reverse being blocked, ideas being blocked, and the Two of Wands being the direction. But as a result of that, you are going to experience the Six of Wands. And let's have a look at why you experience the Six of Wands. Why will Taurus experience the Six of Wands in the immediate future? Well, you're going to experience victory, and that victory should come through a King of Cups. So that could be somebody who's really nice, somebody who's really supportive. Also somebody whose cup is open, so somebody who will offer you something, somebody who will offer maybe some form of support, some form of love, some form of understanding, some form of empathy with that King of Cups. It could be a counsellor. Because King of Cups, Queen of Cups, they usually show as people who are quite soothing. They are people who are quite helpful. They're people who are very caring. So I think that you're going to have victory through somebody who's going to be able to offer you with that King of Cups energy some form of healing. Five of Cups in the reverse. I just picked another card off the top. So I think that you're going to experience success. Some of you guys also, there's two ways that you could look at this. It might be you experience success through a really nice individual. It could be a counsellor who's going to help you to heal the situation. Or it might be some of you guys approach a King of Cups who's going to be able to help you with this situation. But either way, I think that some of you guys might be approaching someone who can help you to remedy the situation, or you'll experience some success. But I think actually you guys, Taurus, are going to be approaching this person, because I'm seeing the Six of Wands riding towards this King of Cups, and the Five of Cups in the reverse is all about healing a situation. Coming in though, you've got this Seven of Coins. And why is the Seven of Coins coming in for Taurus? Why is the Seven of Coins coming in for Taurus? Okay, so I think that you will be with the Seven of Coins energy, because the Seven of Coins energy is all about investment, but it's also about waiting to see what rewards can be gained from this agreement. So I think that you guys are waiting to see what rewards can be gained from an agreement, and that agreement will be with, you know, this King of Cups energy showing here, because the Two of Cups is all about agreements and pledges and promises. And I think with this Seven of Coins, I don't think that you're evaluating this agreement. It might be some of you guys are evaluating an agreement with this individual, but I also think you're waiting to see what results with the Seven of Coins energy, what flourishes from this agreement with this King of Cups energy showing up here. Okay. Yeah. The hopes will be the Empress. Why will the hopes be the Empress in one card? Why will the hopes for Taurus be the Empress in one card? Well, I'm going to pick two cards out because whenever I see the Three of Wands, I like to look what that Three of Wands look towards, and it's looking towards the Six of Coins in the reverse. And the Six of Coins in the reverse is often about not receiving money, not receiving support, not receiving results, for example, with the Six of Coins in the reverse. Now, I think that you're hoping for prosperity and abundance. You're hoping that this situation with the Empress energy shows some positive results with that Empress energy, the start of something new, the start of a new path, the start of a successful path with the Empress energy showing here. But this is all about growth and good things happening, because I think that some of you guys with this Three of Wands are anticipating that you're not going to receive this with the Six of Coins, whether you're not receiving because I think coming in, you're waiting to see what results with the Seven of Coins from this agreement with this King of Cups, who's trying to obviously help you or trying to bring some healing to you. And you're going to be waiting coming in with the Seven of Coins energy to see what results from this agreement you have with this King of Cups, this person that you've approached, this person that you've asked for help from. But I'm hoping, and I think that you're hoping with the Empress energy, that this is going to be something that flourishes, that this is going to be something that works with that Empress energy here, because number threes represent new beginnings. Positive new beginnings, the successful start of a matter with the Empress energy, because I think some of you guys with that Three of Wands, what you're looking towards, so I often see this card also as being the anticipation card. What you might be anticipation is what you might be anticipating is that this person, Taurus, isn't going to help you. So there's a little bit of kind of like, well, I've asked for the help and I'm hoping that something comes about from this person agreeing to help me. But the fear is, well, the hope is, well, I hope that this happens. I hope that maybe this friendship, or maybe this mentorship, or maybe this person who's giving me counselling, I'm hoping that we can develop something. So the Empress card is also about developments, positive developments. So I think that you guys will be hoping for some positive developments with the Empress energy as you look towards with the Three of Wands, because I would use the word, because you're looking at this, you're really anticipating with that Three of Wands, this person not really giving you much support. The outcome with the Six of Coins in the reverse, the outcome will be the Nine of Cups reversed. And why is the outcome for Taurus for June 2018 the Nine of Cups in the reverse? Well, I think that you're not happy with what's being received. The Ace of Coins is about what's being received. Now, when you get Pentacles, it's not always money. It's literally what you are experiencing. So for some reason, you guys, the overall outcome is you're not happy. It's almost like you're expecting more from the situation and you're not getting it. Because the Nine of Cups in the reverse, I read as the card that suggests somebody's not satisfied. And it's reversed. In the upright, with the Nine of Cups, you're pretty much always satisfied. So if I were to see these two cards, the way I'm reading it, you'd be satisfied with, and the Ace of Cups is what you're holding in your hand, what you've been receiving. I'd have seen you as being happy with what's being received here with the Ace of Coins, or you're happy that this has the potential to go further. Maybe this is going to result in something, something that's bigger in the future. But I think with the Nine of Cups in the reverse, you're not satisfied. You're not satisfied with what's being received here. I'll just see why you're not satisfied. Why is Taurus not satisfied with what they're receiving in this situation? Why are they not satisfied with what they're receiving in this situation? Because of the Hermit. And the Hermit can say that maybe, just maybe. And also with the Hermit, he's got his lamp focused. Whenever I see that lamp focused on another card, this is what's come to light. This is what has been highlighted. And I think that you're not happy with what's being received, because with the Hermit, you're going through a time of introspection here. Or you've gone through a time of, you've reevaluated this situation with that Hermit energy. Perhaps you've reevaluated that this is something you need to do on your own with the Nine of Coins. You've got the Nine of Coins showing here, but the Nine of Coins is all about gain. Nine of Coins is always about financial gain, but this is also about doing things on your own as well, successfully, with the Nine of Coins energy showing here. No, I've pulled another card, the Hanged Man. I think what's happened here is that you guys are not satisfied, Nine of Cups in the reverse, with what you've received or what you're receiving with the Eight of Pentacles. Because I think with the Hermit, it's come to light that what you are receiving here, so it's come to light with that Hermit energy, that what you're gaining with the Nine of Coins will take time to develop with the Hanged Man. So this is why I think that you're not happy, because not everything is coming all at once. You're expecting this situation to be resolved through the help of a third party, another individual. But what I think that this person actually tells you is, look, we can do something for you, Taurus, but it might take longer than you expected. This is what I think is happening here. And this is why the universe is advising you there's no need to worry, because in perfect timing, this is all going to happen for you. Okay, so it's a case of just being patient, I think. I think patience is the key, and it's what's needed. Okay, and it's also the other cards are showing up in the advice. Yes, there will be an opportunity here, but I think that it's not coming about just yet. We're going to get this reading for you again for June 2018, Taurus. I think that you guys are showing us the world. So you've come to the end of a road in a situation here, and you're ready with this Magician energy to start devising, to start developing a new beginning with that Magician. You've got all of the tools, you've got everything that you need to start developing something new. So you're ready, you're right at that point. You've got the World, which is the end of the Tarot, and end of the Major Arcana, the final card in the Major Arcana, Taurus, and the Magician, which is the beginning card, number 1. Okay, the Fool is the beginning, the 0, but this is really number 1. So you've got the beginning and the ending here showing up here, okay? So you come to the end of a road with the World energy as you're ready to start something new with the Magician. The reason that everything is happening is because I think that you guys are, the root issue is all about the Tower. And I think that there's been some major upheaval in your life. But the major upheaval that you've experienced has given you a way to heal. Some of you guys might have decided that you wanted to escape a situation as a way to heal yourself, or heal the situation, the external. So as a way to remedy, possibly with this Three of Swords in the reverse, a difficult situation that you are in. Now, I think that as a result of that, you guys have rapidly started to see growth in your own belief system. Because as things have happened, you've started to see that things are actually getting better. So you start off with that World energy, Taurus, as coming to the end of a road and wanting to start manifesting and start bringing into your reality something different. Because the root issue is that there has been some upheaval in your life, but I think it's giving you a chance to heal. Or some of you guys have looked to uproot yourself, perhaps, with the Tower, or there's a realization or an awakening that a situation within your life needs to heal and it needs to recover with the Three of Swords in the reverse. But I think that it's given you in the recent past a great deal of confidence within yourself as you start to see, as you started to realise that there have been rapid developments in terms of your own self-belief, in terms of your own beliefs with this Hierophant, in terms of maybe, well, I did the right thing. But your challenge for the month, Taurus, is that you have some mental blockages in terms of what direction. You see, you want this new beginning here, but you've got some blockages in terms of maybe a couple of directions that you could take. And I think it's a case of I don't know what direction to take in this, which is why the energy around you is that you guys probably are not looking to start forming this plan on this new idea here, because you're kind of in between, you're in two minds. You've got blockages, you're not certain what direction you now need to take. But the most likely outcome, I think, Taurus, will be that you'll be very close with this Nine of Wands energy to dropping something within your life. So basically the Two of Coins really reverse is all about, I think, this Two of Wands. Here you've got the mental blockages in terms of the decision, the path that you need to take, but you're very close to making a decision with the Two of Coins in the reverse on what path you're actually going to go for. Coming in, I see you guys, because you've made the decision on what path you're eventually going to take, I think that you will approach the Six of Wands, a King of Cups, somebody who is nice, somebody who's going to be very supportive, and they're going to have, remember, fives are about change, and they're going to actually help you to start developing this change with the Five of Cups in the reverse. And I think that you guys will be waiting, when you speak to this individual, you will be waiting to see what develops from this agreement. The Seven of Coins and that Two of Cups. you've already made an agreement with this King of Cups, and this person's probably said, yeah, I'm going to help you. And you'll be waiting to see what develops the Seven of Coins in terms of this agreement that you've made with this King of Cups person who said that they're going to help you change your path, move forward. Because I think that you will make a decision on what path, what route you need to take in June 2018. You just need that help from an individual who's going to help you actually make that into a reality. And that path that you need to take is actually showing here because you're ready to do it. You're just not certain. You're ready to start forming a new reality. You're just not certain about what path you need to take that's going to get you there. But when you make that decision on that path, you will approach someone who can give you help moving forward in that particular on that particular road. And you will wait with that Seven of Coins, Taurus, I think, to see what develops from the agreement with the Two of Cups that you've got with this person who says they're going to help you. Now, your hopes will be perhaps prosperity with the Empress energy, money, abundance. And I think it's because with the Three of Wands, you don't really trust it. Three of Wands, you're anticipating maybe with the Six of Coins in the reverse, maybe that you're not going to make much money from it with the Six of Coins in the reverse. Maybe you're not going to receive payment or, you know, the financial support that you need from this new direction. Or maybe you're not going to receive the support that this person says that they're going to give you, Taurus. The outcome, I think, will be for the month that some of you guys are going to be slightly dissatisfied with what you've received, the Ace of Coins, because I think that you finally discover with that Hermit energy that gaining, and it might be for some of you guys, if it's a business idea, something like that, it might be that you discover that with the Nine of Coins energy showing here, that gaining, big gain with the Nine of Coins, especially if it's a money thing, if it's a partnership, for example, maybe if it's working for someone, for example, it might be that you discover that gaining a huge amount of wealth here is something that will take time to develop with that Hanged Man energy. Okay, or whatever this gain is with the Nine of Coins, it's just going to take time to develop. Okay, so I think that really the tarot is saying, whether this is a business reading, perhaps some of you guys have entered into a period of, you know, the World card can be when you've reached a great deal of maturity. So for some of you guys, it might be that you're at a place of retirement now and you're saying, okay, well, you know, I want to do something new here. I just, you know, I've got a couple of ideas. I'm not sure. I've got this mental blockage in what type of, you know, direction I need to take. Because I think that you guys know exactly that you want to do something new, but you're kind of a little bit confused as to which direction you need to take. And when you get clarity on that, you know exactly who it is that you need to go to give you that help. And I think that you will be, you know, very interested and very kind of, you know, you'll be a little bit on tenterhooks with that Seven of Coins, but you simply be waiting to see what develops from the agreement with this person. But I think that they'll come back and they'll tell you, you know, this is what we found, or this is what we can give you, or this is how much you can earn. And for some of you guys, you'll be expecting, I think, Taurus, that because you have the idea that you know, you want to do a certain thing, therefore I must earn big money from it now because, you know, this person said it's going to be great, you know, let's see what happens from this. But I think that either you are told or you're an experience, okay, what you're going to get from the situation by the end of June. And you'll see that this isn't something that can be an overnight success. So I do actually think that some of you guys are doing something right now that you think, or in June, you'll find that purpose, you'll find that direction, and you'll think it's going to be an overnight success from there. But I think it's really just a case in June 2018, Taurus, of just waiting, okay, being patient, because sometimes the best things in life come to us in time. They don't always come overnight. And I think that what the reading is saying is that some of you guys are expecting miracles straight away. And I think that the universe is saying, look, it's not that it's not going to happen. You're just going to need to be patient. And I think that this is where the disappointment comes from, that you're unhappy with what you're receiving. So it might be a business that you've started up, for example, and you're expecting to make lots and lots of money overnight. But then you realise, shit, I haven't made that much money, and I was expecting to make Nine of Coins, a huge amount of money. But now it comes to my knowledge with this Hermit energy. What I realise with the Hermit, what I'm enlightened about with the Hermit energy is that, you know, big gain is going to take a great deal of time. And remember, the Hermit is very much focused on that Ace of Coins. And the Ace of Coins, some readers read that as big money. It's not always big money. Sometimes it can be a small amount of money here. Okay. But also the Hermit focusing towards the Ace of Coins is also focusing on building. The focus is that this is a small thing right now that has the potential to bring something big later on, okay? And that building this thing into something big and gaining from it with the Nine of Coins in a massive way is going to take the Hanged Man. It's going to take some time it's going to be a slow developmental process for you. So I think that really for some of you guys, Taurus, it's all about just being patient and hanging on in there. And the universe is really saying, no need to worry, because there's perfect timing. In perfect timing, yes, there will be an opportunity. And I think it's going to be big, really big. But you're going to need to wait, because you've got a wait card here as well. So no need to worry, because in perfect timing, yes, there will be opportunity, but you're going to need to wait, okay? And the other card that came up was success. Can you see that? So here we go. One more time. The advice for the month. If you're expecting big things to come from something new, just be patient, because it might take time for it to develop into something, okay? So don't get upset if things don't happen the way that you envisaged that they will happen, that just because you've found exactly what you want to do, you found the right person. This person's not ripping you off or anything like that. They're just being honest with you. You might have found someone to work with. You might have found a new job. You might have found, you know, what you feel is your life purpose that you can make a whole heap of money from. But I think by the end of the month, it's not going to end up like that. I don't think you're going to end up, if it's a business thing, making huge amount of money. I think it will come in time. But, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day, and I think this reading is really saying to you, Taurus, that just because something isn't showing signs of being an overnight success, it doesn't mean it's not going to be a success. You're just going to need to be patient. So no need to worry. There will be perfect time. There's perfect timing or imperfect timing. Yes, there will be opportunity. No need to worry. Imperfect timing. Yes, there will be opportunity. But you're going to need to wait for success. Can you see those cards? And now we just picked up one after the other. Don't lose hope, Taurus. In perfect time, you will have everything that you need. But just be patient, because sometimes Rome wasn't built in a day. But it doesn't mean that it can't be built at all. All right, that is your June, 47 minutes, wow. That is your June 2018 general reading. I would like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and I will see you on your love readings. Take care. Bye-bye.